I could use some caffeine. No, I don't have batteries in my electric whisk. As a kid, when I would get very antsy or very comfortable in my own room, what I love doing the most is just like spontaneously rearranging the entire layout. It made me feel like a badass bitch. This goes a lot deeper. This goes all the way back into my whole history of being called like super skinny and weak and like I can break your little stick arms, like you look like you're so easy to break. So it made me feel very powerful, just like rearranging all of my furniture. I think I need some of that badass bitch energy right now. I've also had the same layout of this apartment ever since I moved in. I didn't really change it up. I kind of just, you know, saw windows, plopped my tables right in front of the windows, and I kind of just lived with it for a bit. And I'm at a point where I'm like, you know, there are things I like about this layout, but there are things that I want to change that I think could make my quality of life better. I'm very pleased with the way that my bedroom looks. Aside from the dirty laundry, I absolutely adore this room. This is pretty much what I want this room to stay looking like. This section can't do much with it, so I'm happy with it. But this section, I feel like can use a little bit of improvement. Like, I don't think it shows on camera, but it feels very empty. Also, the fact that I practically spend like 80% of my time in this area of my apartment, I think I want to make it nicer. So some goals for this new layout, because I do have some things that I can't move by myself. This mid-century modern bookcase absolutely will not be able to move that thing alone. Like, that is such a heavy bookcase. I'm also not down to push it because it's an old piece of furniture standing on very tiny little legs, and I'm scared that if I push it from the side that the legs will just like snap off from the pressure. So that's one restriction. And another restriction is I already installed a lot of plant lights everywhere. Don't really feel like moving that today. I feel like that would be a pain in the ass. This is a challenge I'm excited for. Okay, I'm gonna draw out the layout really fast. So, right now my room looks like this. Or my living room looks like this. And I have a big bookcase. So I cannot move this one. But you see how like there's so much like empty space right here? I really want to try like you know when tables kind of like do this and they're facing each other? I think that'd be cute. And then I can have like a backdrop right here and then here. But I also, part of me wants the easel by the window. I wouldn't know what to put there if I didn't have that there. Or I can also move these into the center of the room and then I'll have access to my windows. So that's, okay, this is one. That's option 2. I do a little corner action like that. But then I would have an extra chair that I don't know what to do with. 3. tip, if you're moving heavy things, like you gotta stick your butt out and push because you don't want to wreck your lower back. I learned this through squatting because when you squat, you're supposed to go like this with your butt kind of like sticking out a little bit, and you go like bam. So also when you lift things from the floor, same method, you gotta stick your butt out a little bit. I know it looks stupid, I know. I've also said it looks very stupid, but you don't want to hurt your back. So you gotta lift with your booty up. Feels a little cluttered. I don't like this. I want to share one of my favorite additions to my studio, which are these Soltech grow lights. And I'm not even kidding. I've tried so many different grow lights throughout the past like 6 years of owning houseplants. But then with these grow lights, it actually feels like there's a sun inside of my apartment, which is not only great for my plants because they're pushing out such like big, beautiful leaves, and they're also providing a lot of great bright studio light for when I'm painting and in general for like filming as well. So the way I have it set up right now is it's hanging from my ceiling. I have it a little higher up because I wanted more plants to get the light on them, but you can also like move it down lower if you want a more concentrated spotlight on like a singular plant. Right now I just have one of my gloriosums. I have an asparagus fern as well as a pink princess. It didn't push out any pink at all until recently. I also have this chunky boy right here. It grew out this thick like arm. And for the Highland track light that I have set up here, I have it angled in 3 different ways. So the middle light, I have it directly pointing more towards the bottom of my bookcase to hit the plants that are a little bit lower down. This one is the Peperomia Hope. This light on the right, I have it pointed more towards the top plants on my, I believe that's a red emerald. That's another asparagus fern of a different variety. And up there I have a Anthurium warraquinum. This one is a mycan that I really love. I have a silver satin pothos, and I also have another Anthurium here. Look at this, like look at the leaf. I really love that I'm able to kind of decorate this bookcase with plants as well, because before I wasn't really able to since it wasn't bright enough, but now like with this spotlight, it kind of is able to highlight both my decorations, the art, and also give enough artificial sunlight to my plants. I definitely think adding greenery into my apartment was like probably the best move I've ever done. If you're interested in Soltech, they really kindly gifted us 15% off if you use my code AppleCheeks. I think plants are the new pets too, so if you've always wanted a pet but you don't have time for a pet, you should get a plant. I forgot that I had a red Mac, because I don't see the back of my Mac often. I'm actually feeling really good about this layout. Like, I've been sitting here for the past like half hour just watching YouTube videos, doing a little bit of editing, and it feels good. Like, this feels great. Usually it takes me at least a week to kind of start like warming up to the idea of how different everything feels and how everything's like in different places. I think it has to do with the fact that I can like see out the window while I'm editing versus staring at a wall for like 20 hours straight. If you're feeling stagnant at all in your life, this is a really good, like, as my friend just messaged me, this is a very good controlled chaos moment, and it's like just enough to switch things up in your life and to like refresh yourself. I feel happy. There's so much bright light just like shining into my face, and I feel like I'm actually alive again. Dusty. Oh, we're gonna tackle the not as pretty side of the studio. Okay. And then this wire comes down here. It's kind of crusty down here. Okay, this is definitely not the prettiest cord organization, but I think it's good enough for me. Ta-da! I love the new setup so much, and this was so fun to do. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please like and also subscribe, because I checked and half of you aren't subscribed, and I would love it if you would stick around and hang out with me more. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye! Bye bye bye.